name is Muhammad Shariza Bramli. My metric number is H19802444.
Hello, I'm Sharmila Shanmugusundram. My metric number is H19A0763.
Nama saya Ashwini, anak perempuan Pugalendran. Nombor metrik saya H19A0064.
Assalamualaikum and good morning. My name is Emdah Laila Fitriani binti Daim and my metric number is H19A0102.
Hello, my name is Nur Afika binti Madaul. Nombor metrik H19A0361.
Hello, my name is Divya Bigai, daughter of Chandrasekharan, and my metric number is H19B0870.
Hello, today we would be discussing about the definition, the objective of mentoring, function which is career and socio-social, advantage and the disadvantage of the mentoring.
Valuable is a tool to aid personal and professional development. It is sometimes also called coaching, which is a way of guiding employees. Even though the terms are used interchangeably, they are fundamentally different in various ways. In this session, we will only look mentoring at as a tool to guide and direct employees in their job. Mentoring is generally used to describe a relationship between a less experienced individual called a mentee or protege and a more experienced individual known as mentor. According to Donaldson and Sher and Grant Whelan 2000, mentoring is viewed as a face-to-face, long-term relationship between a supervisory or personal development. Thus, it is a process that focuses on providing guidance, direction, and career advice. It is usually a formal or informal relationship between the senior mentor and junior mentee. It is a helpful relationship based on mutual trust and respect. Mentoring is an effective way of helping to progress in their careers and has become an increasingly popular and important tool in terms of professional development in both the public and private sector. The wars for talent increasing challenge within organization, not only to recruit new talent but to retain them. Mentoring efforts can operate as a standalone program or it can be integrated into an organization training and development program. Many organizations run formal mentoring programs to enhance career and interpersonal development.
The objective of mentoring program. The objective of the mentoring program is to create a trusting relationship between the mentor and the mentee with responsibility and accountability. The main purpose of a mentoring program must be linked with an organization's goals. There are few reasons where an organization choose to establish the mentoring programs. First is skill enhancement. Second is professional identity. Third is career development. And fourth, leadership and management development. Other than that, there is education support, staff retention, knowledge transfer too. As they conclude, many this mentoring program, many of the mentor and mentee will explore new and unique ideas and become more confident as well. Thank you.
I would like to continue the discussion with function of mentoring. Mentoring is also defined as a sharing knowledge, skill, and life experience to guide another towards reaching their full potential. In the other word, it is a journey discovery. Mentoring serves two types of function, which is career function and psychosocial function. Today, I just want to focus on career function. Career function are functions that enhance the mentee's advancements. Through this function, these mentees are taught to develop job competence and readiness for any future advancement opportunities. These approaches used by mentor are coaching, challenging assignment, exposure and visibility, protection and sponsorship. There are 5 approaches that can be used by the mentor to teach the mentee. The first approaches is coaching. Coaching helps mentee to explore where they are in their career, where they want to go, and how they might get there. A mentor will support them in taking action to move toward the goals. These are few tasks that can be done, such as outline specific strategies for achieving the objective of employment and career aspiration, sharing understanding of the issues, and becoming a key player. With that, mentee can learn new perspective from the mentor. They will learn the new way of thinking and become more positive. A positive mindset will help them to produce good work. Challenging assignment is another approach that can be done by the mentor. It is automatically develop mentee knowledge and skill as they can identify their skills and advertise them to succeed. Mentor can set mentee challenging works, support by training and continuous performance feedback. For example, giving speech in front of the crowd, doing tasks with group members, having weekly discussion on specific work and others. It can also help the mentee to communicate more effectively and confident, which further can help them in their work. The next approaches is exposure and visibility. Exposure and visibility is to make sure that the mentee get more details about their job scope by working together with the figure. The mentor might provide opportunities to work with the key people and see other parts of the organization. It is also to give responsibilities to the mentee that allow the development of relation with figure. This is because they will work together with the figure and they will know more about the organization and more input. Mentee can expand their own network of personal and professional contact. The last approaches is sponsorship. It is actively nominated a mentee for fair promotion. To attract a sponsor, mentee need to first constantly deliver on performance, demonstrating that they can exceed targets and meet deadline. They also need to cultivate strong connection with potential sponsors and make sure that the sponsors are across their successes. Be strategic on searching for the sponsorship. Sales advisors sitting down every 12 months to map out where the mentee want to take over their career over the next 1 or 2 years. It is important to have a sponsorship when they want to have a good career. There are all 5 approaches that can be taken by the mentor to guide the mentee. I would like to pass the second function, which is psychosocial function, to the next speaker.
Okay, next I want to continue with mentoring function, that is psychosocial function. Psychosocial function is how mentoring can serve a psychosocial function. Okay, psychosocial function is the function mainly to enhance the mentee's sense of competence, clarity of identity, and the effectiveness of managerial role. The mentees are given support and sense of professional identity, while the mentor also can help in the career planning and guiding the mentees in choosing the correct career path. The mentor will use these approaches for this function. First, role modeling. Role modeling is the mentor's attitudes, value, and behavior becomes a model for the mentee to imitate and emulate. For the mentor, identification and transparent help senior colleagues see the value in his or her experience. For the mentees, truth about the task, the junior person can learn about attitudes and value from the model. Besides, it helps redefine who she or he is professional. Second, acceptance and confirmation. This is both of mentor and mentees gain a sense of self, where the mentees provided support and encouragement, besides allowing for experimentation, new behavior. While the mentor feels very excited for what he or she has to offer. Next, counseling. This allows individuals to explore personal concerns that may interfere with the positive feelings in self and career achievement. From this, the junior person find comfort in sharing their problem with their mentors. Last, friendship. Friendship is very important in this function. This is social interaction results in an understanding and mutual desire, with a relaxed informal exchange about words and non-word experience. Besides, the mentor also allows the junior to feel like a peer, so from that it can strengthen the relationship between mentor and mentee. I think that's all about psychosocial function. Thank you.
Hi, today I'm going to discuss how to become a successful mentor and the benefit of mentoring. Let's begin by learning how to become a successful mentor. Mentoring programs will be successful if mentors are eligible as a mentors. There are some characteristics of a good mentor. First of all, the individual should be a good listener, so they would be more sensitive and fair enough. Second, a good mentor should be a superior performer who is a great performer on his or her own work. Next, The individual should be accessible and available all the time, as eager to know the mentee and stay in touch, to know that the duration depends on the needs of the mentee. Subsequently, a person should be sensitive to diversity by being mindful of variations such as physical conditions, gender, culture, or life conditions that may need help harmonies. Next, to be a good mentor should be a character builder, such as presenting the mentee with the objective reviews, his or her advantage and disadvantage, and encouraging the mentee to gain the courage and tools to work independently in a competitive environment. After that, a strong mentor can be the best team player by being receptive to the need of a mentor for other mentors too. A successful mentor can now be a qualified leader by having the most up-to-date technical skills and knowledge too. Next, strong managerial qualities can be continue a successful mentor, such as showing effective teaching, counseling, outreach, networking skill, and more. Next, there is a grade to be committed to improve another trait to be a successful mentor. So, a person should be able to spend time and mental power in a mentor-mentee relationship too. Last but not least, to the characteristic, a good mentor should be willing to understand and will see the possible rewards of a mentoring joint effort too. Well, let's move to the advantage of mentoring. The advantage of mentoring can be divided into three groups, which is mentor, mentee, and employer. First of all, advantage for the employee who is a mentee. A quick change to the workplace can be made by the mentee. They are the one turns to guidance for a better skills and experience. A mentee even develops the potentials to turn beliefs and strategies into a productive actions. Then, a mentee also gains some possibilities for career growth too. Next, by mentoring, they can quickly gain fresh and different perspectives, and also will improve the network of careers and gain greater visibility, and also mentee can gain support with some ideas. Second, move to the advantage of mentoring for the mentor. As a result of becoming a mentor, a person can develop a deeper understanding of the difficulties experienced at the lower level of the organizations. They also improve training, counseling, communication, and leadership skills. Third one, the advantage of the organizations, which is employer. The company achieve greater productivity and decrease costs as a consequence of promoting mentoring services, as workers make less mistakes on the job. Employers achieve a more productive workplace atmosphere through mentoring by positive relationship and higher employee job satisfaction. As employees have a stronger sense of commitments to the company, managers have to decrease turnover. Last but not least, in order to train new employees, a company could also use the mentoring programs. That's all from me. Thank you.
Next is disadvantages of mentoring. Mentoring is a good thing which can guide employers to improve themselves in any company, but there's also have some disadvantages in mentoring. First disadvantages is for the mentee. Mentee will be over dependent on the mentor in every situation. If a mentee is unable to improve his or her performance at a certain time, the level of frustration in the mentor increases. The frustration decreases the quality of motivation and guidance for the mentee. Moreover, not guided properly, the mentee started feeling frustrated too. This frustration can have a dire effect on the career of the mentee. Thus, in a situation as such, the mentee advises switching his or her mentor. Other than that, mentee will have unrealistic experiences because unrealistic experiences and negative experiences can wreak havoc on a mentoring relationship. Unrealistic experiences that can have a negative impact on a relationship between the boss and the mentor. Conversely, the mentee may expect the mentor to provide more support and direction than is reasonable under the circumstances. Next disadvantages is for mentor. In a mentor-mentee relationship, the mentor has a very important role. The mentor is responsible to provide the necessary skills and training to the assigned employee. However, the work of the mentor is subjective and based upon his mentality. This makes it harder for the mentee to learn things out of the box. The mentor may only teach what he or she thinks is important. Thus, the scope of development is very limited. It may cause the mentor have lack of skills needed for mentoring the role. Another possible disadvantage is that in some instances, the mentor may feel that the mentee is not progressing well enough or doesn't seem able or willing to follow her direction, leading to frustration. The mentee may also become frustrated if she feels that she is not getting the guidance that she needed. In either situation, it may be necessary for the mentee to find a new mentor if practical before the situation arises further. Other than that, sometimes the mentor failed to arrange the schedule properly. This happens because mentor and mentee have to meet frequently. So maintaining such an aggressive meeting schedule usually proves that mentor having lack of time. Last disadvantages is for the employer. Creation issues with dependence may happen among the employers. New workers can become so dependent on their mentors for advice and support that they cannot function without their presence. When that occurs, a business will begin to lose their creative edge, have issues with productivity, consistency, and may even struggle to continue developing independent critical thinking skills. In essence, the company cannot function without the mentor, which places even more pressure on the success of the relationship form. Next is the confidentiality and loyalty issue that may arise by the employers. Many mentoring in the workplace find conflicts when there are loyalty issues which must be confronted. It can happen on either end of the scale. The mentor and new worker might find legal, ethical, or moral issues that must be addressed internally by the agency, and bringing the matter up could threaten a job. A mentor might also discover similar issues in the performance of the worker they are mentoring. When this happens, the choice of mentor can often take one of the best workers right off the workplace. So these are one of the disadvantages that can happen when mentoring. Thank you.